So the first thing you want to do when you open up a blacksmithing puzzle is look for combos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all of the chess pieces. It's untimed, so you can take as long as you like doing that. Okay, so I've got 3, 2, 4, 1 here. We'll see if we can make a chain out of it. Three, two, 4, 1. Queen, not 1, bishop. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And the longer a chain that you can make in the beginning, the more leeway you'll have at the end. The aim is to clear as many pieces as possible, to have as few pieces as possible left right at the end. This might be a bit of an issue because we've already put 3 hits on one at the edge, but we'll worry about that later. I can't see a way to extend that chain, so now we're going to try and fill in these pieces in the middle. Try and avoid the edges, but this isn't a great board for that. You should try to only hit the edges with the chess pieces, except for the knight, and maybe the fours, because they can be a bit difficult. And certainly the corners will keep free. We want to try and save a corner for a rum jug, because that acts as a wild card and you can go from anywhere from that. And that will be quite useful as we move through the later stages. You want to try and hit things evenly, so you hit all of your oranges first, and then you hit all of your kind of steel greys, and then your silvers right at the end. When you hit a silver, it disappears. You can't use that space again. You can also build chains of singles. 1, 1, 1, 1. That wasn't a great idea because I've got a bunch of singles, but it illustrates the purpose. So now we'll try and clear all of the steels without hitting the silvers at all the edges as much as possible. And here, because I've removed that, I kind of have to go along the edges even though I'm not using a chess piece. So I could use that, hit the 2. Then the 2 would only have this place to go to after that. So I want to hit the 2 before I hit this one. I want to try and clear out this one and this one before we go back to the rum jug. The longer we can leave the rum jug, the more space that we'll have at the end to clear up any mistakes that we might make. No. Now you get into this 4 so we can get to it from the 1. Looks like that's the only way to access it. So we want to get to one of these 2. It's not a great place to have a rook or a queen, because then you can only go through the corners. This is a dead piece now, because I can't access any of the knight's moves. So I won't touch that until the last rum jug. I could take this piece. That would only lead to there, which can only lead to this dead piece. So we'll go for the rum jug. We'll try to figure out what the biggest chain is that we can make here. Unfortunately, we can't get back to this final rum jug. So we'll just try and make the biggest chain that we can. 1, 2, dead. That's dead on its own. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the best we're going to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces left. That should leave us with excellent.